All right, guys, so I'm out here. Want to do a walkthrough of my brand new VXS 21 before I take it into the shop and get it wrapped for the coming season. So anyway, this is the first time in my career I've had a 21-foot boat, and I'm glad that I ordered one this year. The new VXS 21 is unbelievable. Had the opportunity to see one at, where was I at? Lake of the Ozarks this past fall. So I really liked it, and I want to go through some of the cool features and just overall walkthrough of the boat. So you can see right here, the color is obviously beautiful. Kerry and another guy kind of picked out the colors, and I think it turned out awesome. So for those of you that don't know, so VXS 21, virtually the running surface is the same. The top cap is a little more slender, a little more sleek, but still plenty of room. Obviously, the 21-foot boat. It's got a huge deck, which I like. But before we get into that, let's talk about the outside, okay? So trailer, right? Tandem axle trailer, disc brakes on all four wheels. We got this step here that swings away. So, you know, when you're loading whatever, you got a pole right here. I'm not a fan of that, so I took it off. But anyway, you can fold that in so then it doesn't come around and hit your bumper. So that's nice. I got a keel guard, this tough coated trailer here, spare tire. It's all dialed in. You know, that's pretty much the outside of the boat. Some other features I'll show you here while we're talking about it. One thing I really, really like is the way that the 8-foot blade power poles are mounted right onto the transom. So that's a lot of stability. You can see right there, there's no more brackets and braces and things like that actually they take a lot of torque, you know, when you're riding down the water at high speeds. They'll flex and bend and do all that stuff. So right there. Then let's get to it, right? Atlas hydraulic jack plate. I chose the black. I have some cleaner that keeps that thing shining all year long, even in that muddy, nasty, hard water, whatever it may be. Obviously the Mercury Pro XS 250. You know, this is what, I forget how many years it's been, but really reliable. I've had really no issues. You know, maintenance is awesome. I actually do it myself, and I got to do it here before I leave to go to Conroe, Texas. So I'll put a few more hours on the boat, service lower unit, change the oil, get ready to go. So we did that. Oh, some other cool things here. I got the TH Marine steer stops. You know, that's for the amount that is to protect your investment. Really, really efficient way to protect your engine, you know, that steering control when you're going down the road. You can see they run the hoses right through the back of the plate there. They have a recessed ladder. So if you happen to fall in or you just want to go swimming or whatever in the summertime, you just push that button, the ladder deploys out. So that's nice. Here's where all your, you know, your bilge and different things, you can pump out your live wells, you know, right here. But yeah, you can see right there, the gas tank is on the port side, 58 gallons. So, you know, with my 20s, I've had anywhere between 50 to 54 at the most in a 20-foot boat, gallons of gas, but now I got 58. So that's going to save me a lot. Already, you know, me and Jaden went down to Lake Kissimmee. We fished 3 days, I filled it up, and then we never actually, I don't even know that I put gas in it again. I fished a lot. So anyway, there's the outside of the boat, clean looking boat. Now let's get in the inside and I'll go over some more cool features. All right, so now we're in the boat. You can see right here, there's a giant deck, 97-inch beam. You know, it's considerably larger than my 20 I had. So I like it, a lot of room, put a lot of rods up here. You can see the rod straps. Here's a really cool feature I like. Rod straps come out of the deck of the boat. So, you know, usually if they're coming out of the side on the gunnel right here, your rods and reels are going to kind of shake around. These, everything fits tight and snug. So I really like that. Okay, Garmin Force trolling motor. Since they've come out, I've had no issues. So again, I'm running the Garmin Force trolling motor. Got the LVS 34, recessed, obviously, pedal. Power pole foot stomps with the one pump, the new one pump power pole that run both poles. So that's cool. So now only one pump takes up a lot less room than having two pumps, obviously. So here we go. We got a Garmin EchoMap Ultra 12-inch, and I got two on the console, and then I got the 8616. And I'll be honest with you, like, I really didn't understand how these guys were seeing fish that clear and you know, basically dropping baits right on their heads. Now I understand that thing right there. So Jade and I went out actually crappie fishing, throwing little bitty crappie jigs, and I could watch that crappie jig go down and actually pick out the fish I wanted to catch. It was really, really cool. So I'm excited to play more with this. A lot of learning for me with that, but glad I have that. It's super, super awesome. So got that all rigged up. They're all connected together. Now, oh, these are cool. Something I always add into the boat. TH Marine pedestal plug. Cheap. They just keep worms and leaves and everything getting in there. I mean, it just helps. So then we get to here. We got a day box, pretty much what I call it. I keep all kinds of robo worms and just, I got a little bucket in here. I got some smaller boxes. Just random little things. I got my TH Marine foam tackle titans right there. Carry hooks. Now in this compartment, with this boat right here, what I like to do is load my heavier stuff basically from here back. So I just got some random things. I got my extra rain suit, some more robo worms, some sunline, just random little things. You know, I kind of throw some of my plastics up in there that I know I'll be using and go from there. And then I got my Cook's Go-To tackle titan right here, spinner baits. And, you know, when it's buzzbait time, I'll have a whole rack of buzzbait. So that's nice. And then let's go over here. So the rod locker, right? So on the VXS 20, they had a lip in here, right? So they removed that for the VXS 21, and man, it opened up a lot more room. Like, I honestly don't know how many rods I could fit in there. Probably more than I need, pretty much for all season. So anyway, plenty big enough. And I like the fact that they put the same kind of material, they put it in the rod locker. So now if it does get water in there, if it's rained in or whatever, it's not going to, the water's basically not going to sit on that carpet in there and mold and stink and do all that. So it's really, really nice. And I don't know if you could tell right here, these channels. So around all the lids, they're channeled. So the water never has a chance to really build up. Even when the boat's sitting perfectly flat, the water's naturally going to channel off and run out, not in. So really, really cool. Another cool thing about it, while we have this open, is these little kick plates right here, right? So if this was straight fiberglass and you, like me, forget to put that down, it's going to chip that fiberglass. But now that's a metal plate. So when it hits, you ain't damaging anything. So really, really cool. I like that a lot. And then let's get into the center compartment here. So this is the way I kind of have it set up. They have the divider here. You know, you can remove them if you want. I like them. Keeps my boxes held in there nice and neat. I kind of put my, whatever random things right here on this little step. And then I just have my tackle boxes like that. You could fit actually this one in here if you want, however you want to arrange it. Again, light to heavy. So that's kind of the way, and that helps keep that bow up. More TH Marine, more foam tackle titans. I got the magnet, and I got the another lure hanger here. Just awesome. Keeps everything out. Like, I don't want crankbaits around on the floor, up here on the step. It's just another way for me to be more organized, more efficient. I got my trocar hooks ready to roll. Again, it saves time, right? If I go up there and I'm flipping, I break something off on a stump or something, I come in here, I grab my hook, I'm back to fishing. I'm not digging around looking for things. So just really cool. So then we get to right here. The drawer, right? Pulls out. This is kind of my catch-all. I have little lure knockers. I got, frog hooks. I mean, I got super glue, markers, black tape, everything I kind of need. Just little things that might get lost elsewhere. So that's really nice to have. Then, right, got a little, I use it for like a little trash can, but my son, when he fishes with me, this is kind of his own little day box. So that's really, really cool feature there. Now, let's go, before we get over here, right here, you can see we have a pocket. So if you're a co-angler or like my son, he throws his sunglasses, whatever, just random things down here. I got a lure retriever. So that's nice. And then they have the rod strap for the co-angler or whatever. Now the seats, right? Air ride seats, man. I can't tell you how comfortable they are. I mean, this is what, the fourth or fifth year, and just, yeah, phenomenal. It's almost like they almost can get you in trouble, because even when it's that rough, you still don't know how rough it is because the seats absorb so much. So you're just cruising around, you know, it's really, really nice. What they did though, oh yeah, and these are adjustable. They slide back and forth. So what they did is behind the seats, so now they got a hard case right here on the backs, right? So when you have your net, this is where you store the net, it's not tearing into your material here. So that's really, really nice. Like I said, the net fits perfect back there. Cup holders on the ice chest right here. Big giant ice chest, so plenty of room. Even when it's hot in the summertime, you throw a 10-pound bag of ice in there, it'll last you all day. I mean, that's really, really cool. Getting down here, we got a handle for the co-angler in case it does get rough. This is where the measuring board's at. Just slides out right there, out of the way, quick, efficient. Now, let's get to the driver's side here. Okay, so now we're in the driver's seat. Same deal with the air ride seat. You know, it's got an adjustment. Like I said, you know, I'm a long leg person, so obviously I want it as far back as I can. Steering wheel, you can adjust it wherever you want. And then what I chose to do this year, I got me a little stereo, little Fusion Bluetooth. It's awesome. The speakers behind the seats here, way louder than I need it to be, but been fun so far. You know, me and Jaden get out there fishing and listen to music. It's kind of entertaining, actually. On-off switch, so there's where I start the boat. All the digital gauges, and then right here, right, I got my Garmin EchoMap Ultras. I got two 12-inch units. I just label them that way when I, you know, if I take them off when I'm trailering or what have you, I don't have to figure out which one I had programmed for what. There's my hydraulic jack plate gauge. So, you know, I usually like to run between, depending on the water and elevation, all that, anywhere from 9 to 14 on the gauge. And then this is new for this year. We got all the little push. So like that. And when, let's say, you can tell it's filling right now. Okay, so it turns green. When you have your recirculating, that's a timed. And then I got accessories, bilge, whatever. You got your Bluetooth, your plug there. Another little cigarette plug, old school stuff. Little pocket right here. And again, with the cup holder, and you can see I have all my little catch-all stuff down here. This is my good luck deal, my kids. So that's fun. Oh, Carrie even made the team. Imagine that. But yeah, and then I got my little remote right here. So I mounted this on the side of the right here, and that's for my power pole. So I just never even remove it from there. My TH Marine Finger Flex switches right here for the jack plate and the trim are in the mail, actually. So when I get those, I'm going to switch these out. These came standard with the boat, but I like the TH Marine ones. So got to fix that. But I think that's it right here. Now, get into Livewell, right? So this is kind of new for this year. They have all these instructions in case you forget or somebody else borrows your boat or something like that. So what's cool about it is these actually, you can put it to fill. So they fill all the way to the top. So you don't have to have pool noodles. You don't have to have, I've seen all kinds of things, where you're in rough water and you don't want the fish to get beat up here on the lid. So that doesn't happen because the water gets filled all the way to the top. You can see I got the oxygenator, TH Marine oxygenator. That's a standard in all my boats. I mean, it just helps keep those fish alive, which, if you're in tournaments, or even if you're not in tournaments, save fish. So that's a big, big component right there. Let's see. So that's nice there. Compartments, right? So they're both the same. You see I got a little shelf in here. So I put my G-Force conservation coin beam in there. I got a rope. I got some boxes, gloves. I mean, just random things. And then, so same thing with that, with the port side. Okay. This is usually Jaden's box or co-angler or whatever. But you can see I got my SKB cases in there. That's all my tools. So that thing's been in my boat for, that box right there with my tools for 6 years now. So no compromise with the rust or anything like that. It's totally protected. So then we get into here, right? So you can see how clean this is and roomy, okay? So a lot of times we get so many batteries and so much clutter that it's hard to find a space for anything. So this is what I was talking about. There's one pump that runs both power poles. It's right back there. So that's the only thing I need for both power poles. Now, let's start with the trolling batteries, okay? I run two 36-volt lithium Pro Guide batteries. I run them parallel. So basically I have one 36-volt battery. The reason I like doing that is because let's say something were to happen. I have a malfunction. I can take one of these leads off here and still have my trolling battery off of 136. So that's the reason that I do that. I just find it more efficient, more reliable. That being said, with the Pro Guide batteries, I have never had one fail, and that's the honest truth. So then we come over here. I'm running a new Pro Guide charger, a 1236X. So I could do lithiums, you could do AGMs, you could do whatever you want. Simply select. You see it right here. I have it upside down because I didn't want to bend the wires too much. But you can select lithium, lead acid, AGM, just by pushing that mode button, okay? And you can change it. So 36 over here, and then 12 volt right here. So again, I do the 12 volt starting lithium batteries from Pro Guide in parallel like that. Same reason I'd had on the other one. Here's another cool thing about these Pro Guides. If you have one go to sleep on you, say it's super, super cold out or something weird, you haven't used your boat in a while, you can test it right here. You can push that little button. It'll light up. So you can see mine are fully charged right there. If there's a problem, you're going to notice it'll be red. So then you got to wake it up. Okay. So what else? So my buddy Mikey, MDX, he made me this prop holder back here. It mounts onto this little plate, and I just take that off. There's everything I need for my spare prop. So it's not banging around in a compartment over here. I carry my extra oil, carry extra tow rope. You can see down here, it's nice and clean. Another cool thing that Vexus boats did this year, this has always been kind of a black color, okay, like this plate. So simply all they did was lighten this whole thing up, and it brightens everything up. They just painted it that gray kind of whatever you want to call it, whatever color that is, but it really lightens everything up in there. And then again, Mikey, MDX, the prop dock, spare trolling motor prop, everything I need. I just undo that bolt, back in the water. I mean, it's efficient. So then, let's see. What else we got? Light pole. Oh, here's a question I get. Where do you put your antennas for your units, right? So I have two different antennas. One is when I'm sitting right here and I want to mark something, I want to be dead on it. So I put that antenna right between the 212s just for that reason. And it fits perfect. Good signal, good everything. And then the other one I have right here mounted on this plate works out really, really well. Again, we got the engine. I think that's about it. Oh, this is a cool thing too. So another deal with besides the comfort and the air ride seats, that kind of feature. Another thing I really like about it is the room and availability space you have back here, right? So this box right here is, again, like my toolbox. It's probably been in my boat 5-6 years now. I have my manual. I always carry it when I'm breaking the boat, but then I have my remote for my trolling motor, my gauge for my seats, extra keys, all that stuff. And that it doesn't take up room in a compartment. Simply just slide it right here, right underneath the seat. You're gone. And that just rides there all year. I mean, it never moves. So, yeah, really, really excited about it though. Like I said, it's the first 21-foot boat I've ever owned, and I am pumped on it. So we got to get it all wrapped up and head to Conroe, Texas here in a few weeks. So if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, got to go.